Yo, what's up YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Koozie. I'm back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. And tonight, we're going to do some creepy and bizarre TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kind that's going to make you question everything. With that said, if you're new to the channel, let's go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you don't want to miss. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything you hear or see in these videos, and don't believe anything that I say in these videos. With that said, let's get right to the content.
We are living in the Matrix. Imagine this. You're just at the end of your lifespan. You've done everything that you've wanted to do. You close your eyes knowing that your time is up. However, when your eyes open, you find that you're not in heaven or hell, but in the year 3000. With a notification telling you that you've just completed a simulation of the exciting primitive 21st century. You're no longer the age when you passed, but 16 years old, ready to play again. Now, it might be a bit of a stretch, but scientists have spoken out about how this is a very real possibility, and the probability of existing in the real world is almost zero. Just think about how much we've advanced from the day the first video game was released, to games that can be played today in complete virtual reality. It's been proven that everything we experience are just electrical systems to the brain. So what is stopping us from manipulating these signals to allow for infinite possibilities of what we are able to experience? Even though you can watch the full video by clicking on the link in the description, could it be possible that...
Big question there. Y'all think it's possible that we could be living in a matrix system? I don't know. I think it might be a possibility, maybe a small possibility. Let me know what you think.
All right, let's do it again. I am breaking down the Matrix for you. No, not this movie, but the reality that we live in. But the movie did explain a lot that goes on in this world today. Think of this world as like a computer. There are systems that control and program us to be efficient in this world. These programs make the world go round. The laws, the systems, the everything, the jobs. In the movie The Matrix, they had these people who were called agents who cover up everything that happens that makes people wake up. So when people like me say the Matrix, we mean this people who sit around in a circle who control everything that happens around this planet. The Matrix is an understanding of being controlled. People who understand that the thoughts of people are not their own, but instead of the 6 corporations that actually run what you see. Money is not real, it's just the belief that you give it power over everything that you have to purchase in order to survive. Our food isn't even real anymore. Things we consume are killing us, literally. Time only exists because you care about it. Everybody is being distracted. Nobody is really paying attention to what's going on with the world. People who are blinded and don't see what's happening only care about what is told to them. People don't care about corruptions. People don't care about what they consume. People don't care about anything. So we call it the Matrix because it's blindsiding. To stay in the mindset that takes everything away from you to make you not human anymore, to make you a robot, to make you follow orders. So when people say the word Matrix, understand that the people who say that are seeing things from a different perspective of the way this world is. Y'all be safe.
Like she say, this is an eye-opener here, right here. We building it on this one here, man, because, hey, this video here is to open your eyes and open everybody's eyes to everything that's going on around us, man. You know, to this matrix system. Y'all, you know, I'm just going to let it flow, man. This is the beginning, but I'm just going to let it flow a little bit, let y'all see, you know, let y'all open your eyes a little bit for some things y'all might not know yet. You know, you will know after this video.
themselves.
Something for you to think about.
In this world that we live in, there's 2 main motivating forces, and I tweet about it all the time. It's love or fear. You can't explain love. You know, my cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. And so he did a bad thing, but I still love him. Here's the idea why you're in a simulation. Let's start with acting, first of all. When a 2-year-old screams at a restaurant, the entire restaurant screams. Teach that kid how to act. We're all unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write. Simulation. A 2-year-old jumps on a coffee table and someone says, "That's a coffee table, don't jump on that." So it went from being something that makes him feel like Superman. He's got his cape on. He's 2 years old. He doesn't give about a coffee or a table. And he's starting to like calculate all these things. And by the time you're 40 years old, you've got a wall full of coffee tables calculating you into traffic, calculating you into your career choice. You know, that's the simulation that I'm talking. That's what I mean when I say simulation.
Agent Smith effect. If you're talking to somebody like a friend or a family member about what you saw on TV, everybody's having a great conversation about it. But as soon as you stop and talk about is 9/11 a conspiracy, or what they're putting in our food is poison, all of a sudden that person will then change, and they'll almost become like a prison guard to stop you from talking about those topics. It's like this matrix programming takes over their body.
Definitely, man. I know everybody out here knows some people like that, man. As soon as you get to talking about some stuff like that, they get the police in your conversation, man. The police in your mouth and what you say, man. Come on, man. Like I said, these videos are eye openers, man. This is to let everybody know, to kind of guide you to know who you think is in charge. To, well, like I said, we building. At the end, you're gonna find out who's really in charge. It's gonna, just something to think about. Let's get it.
I didn't say anything. You said this. No, I didn't talk. I wasn't talking to anybody. Truman, talk to me. I don't know anything. Please stop.
Stay where you are.
Truman?
Truman. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Y'all noticed that, then y'all? Yeah, everything was normal till he got the peeping game what was going on. Then she tried to play the victim like he was the bad guy. Like he was going crazy, tried to gaslight him. And he caught on to that when she said, do something. Like holler for help. He peeped game. Like, oh man, what's going on? It's he in the game. Man, hey, it's like a glitch in the matrix or a glitch in the system, man. There's a lot of Agent Smiths out here. Let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comment section. Y'all think he was like having a breakdown or something? Or y'all think he was really like an Agent Smith glitch in the system? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down below.
See those birds? At some point, a program was written to govern them. A program was written to watch over the trees and the wind, sunrise and sunset. There are programs running all over the place. The ones doing their job, doing what they were meant to do, are invisible. You never even know they were here. But the other ones, well, you hear about them all the time.
I've never heard of them.
Of course you have. Every time you've heard someone say they saw a ghost or an angel. Every story you've ever heard about vampires, werewolves, or aliens is the system assimilating some program that's doing something they're not supposed to be doing.
Programs hacking programs. Why?
There are reasons, but usually a program chooses exile when it faces deletion.
And why would a program be deleted?
Maybe it breaks down. See those...
Y'all knows they had to cut it off when they was getting to dropping them real gems, huh? I'm telling you, pay attention though.
This is what keeps you trapped in the Matrix.
We set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do?
What the hell? Man, it's crazy how much of followers people could be in this world these days, man. Because they totally look goofy as hell, man. Doing something and they don't even know why they was doing it. That's like people in the world. They do a lot of things that they don't know why they do it, but we know. I mean, we know why they do it because everybody else doing it. The Joneses trying to fit in with the Joneses. That's another way of saying that. It's crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about that down below. Did they look goofy or not?
The untold truth about the Matrix. Have you ever stopped to consider how many squares are around you? Your room's a square. Your phone's a square. Your TV's a square. But have you considered that there aren't any squares in the natural world? This is how we come to understand that we're in a lower dimension, or a lower perspective of reality, a lower self matrix. Squares literally inhibit the flow of energy, because energy is going to naturally flow in spirals. The entire world that we live in is an artificial world on top of the natural world. Make sure y'all follow for more. Reflected light from the Most High Chief Babaji. Peace to the gods. I love myself.
Shout out to him, man, in his channel, man. Y'all go show him some love, follow up. Man, what y'all think? Y'all think he know what he talking about? He just capping, just jib-japping, man. Jacking at the mouth. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section.
Well, guys, would you believe it? Did you know that in the 1940s, governments around the world changed the way that musical instruments were to be tuned? From their more harmonic 432 Hz to a more distorted 440 Hz. Now, why is this important, you say? It's important because the natural resonance of nature itself is 432 Hz. So when we listen to anything in that frequency, there is a resonance within our human body which can be very healing. This is why they've changed it, because obviously governments don't want us to feel good and they don't want us to heal. So this was changed. Luckily enough, there are a lot of frequency videos on YouTube now at 432 Hz. So I would recommend going to find some and listening to them and see how you feel with these frequencies.
One question for y'all to ask yourself: why would they change the frequency to? It seemed like from a positive to a negative. That's what it seems like. But ask yourself, why would they change the frequency? Think about the world and how the music is now, and how it's affected, and how it has affected the world and everything right now. Just think about that. Let me know down below what you think.
One of the biggest family dynasties in America, except you've never heard of their name. This family dynasty made more money last year than Coca-Cola, Nestle, and Chevron combined. In fact, they're the largest private company in the US. And this single company controls a massive share of your food supply. They're responsible for supplying food for some of the biggest brands out there, like McDonald's, Burger King, Kellogg's, Mars, Dunkin' Donuts, Unilever, Safeway, Kroger, Albertsons, Audi, Tesco, and many, many more. Look in your kitchen right now, and you're gonna find a ton of food made by this secret mega corporation. From cocoa powder to cooking oil, salt, sugar, eggs, meat, but you won't find their name on any of these labels. Most of you have never even heard of this name before. That's because this American dynasty has worked very hard to keep it that way. They don't want you to know what they're doing behind their factory doors. Because if you ever found out, you would never buy their food products again. It's that bad. What is the name of this family, you ask? Cargo.
Something to look into, y'all. Man, we got to look into the Cargill family, the Cargill company, and see what the fuck they got going on for why they don't want us looking into them like that.
You know, I just want to warn people.
Could I see that?
Well, in a second, because
Okay.
I just want to, you know, I want to tell people that if you go to a newsstand and you read about me in these rags, you know, 90% of what you're reading is absolute garbage. It's total fabrication.
A lot of people think that, you know, I'm kind of going through something, but it's been my whole life, you know, and they go like, well, it's a reaction to depression. He's dealt with depression his whole life, and there's no hint of depression.
Don't fall for the boo-boo, man.
Glitch
All right,
in the Matrix.
Everybody sees me walking. I'm walking. Look. This plane isn't moving. It's not moving. But it sounds like it's moving.
Definitely does. It sounds like it's at a standstill.
What the fuck?
Y'all think that was a CGI cap, or was it a glitch? Man, they definitely was frozen and wasn't moving. It seemed like they was frozen. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Was they in like hibernation mode or what? Like hibernation mode or what? Because they look like they was frozen in time. That was weird. I know I ain't tripping. Am I tripping? Let me know down below in the comment section.
Okay, I'm confused about this backyard here. Oh. Like, this is supposed to be my backyard, right? And then when I go downstairs, I know it's not gonna be the same. What the shit? I'm literally confused. I swear. Makes sense now. I don't know. Like, where's all my cans?
This happens to me every day. Look, that's a RAV4 on level 3. It's right there, right? The third spot down. Now, I swear to God, this happens to me every fucking day. I park always on the fourth floor, but always different places. Level 4. My fucking RAV4. Dude, this happens to me every day. Every day. Look how many spaces there are in here. On level 3, a RAV4 is always parked in the same exact space that I fucking am. It's weird.
Ain't nothing a coincidence, guys, but y'all think that's a coincidence, man, or the people that drive RAV4s just like to park in the same exact spot? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. That is a little weird to me, in my opinion.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon?
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
The Oracle will see you now.
Y'all, man, hit that like button, like, and share, man, because this is good info. If y'all was thinking about leaving, you definitely don't leave, because you definitely fit to miss some good stuff, man. Like I said, we building here, man. It's only getting better and better. I'm telling you.
Yo, this movie had a hidden message that most people didn't really talk about, but I'll take it a little deeper and show you. I'll start with this guy, my favorite character, Morpheus. The message begins with his name, Morpheus. In Greek mythology, Morpheus was the god of dreams, but it gets better. In the Matrix, the name of Morpheus' ship is named the Nebuchadnezzar. Most people probably didn't think twice about these two names, but here's where it gets interesting. In the Bible, there was a king named Nebuchadnezzar, and Nebuchadnezzar also had a dream. And the only person that could interpret this dream was a man named Daniel. And in this dream, there was a statue. And in Daniel chapter 2, verse 39 through 44, it was said that each part of the statue represented a reign of an empire. But at the bottom of the statue is what makes the Matrix that more cryptic. The feet of the statue were made of iron and clay, with clay being symbolic of a human and iron being symbolic of machines. So in short, The Matrix, which came out in 1999, was revealing a prophecy of a man merging with a machine. Oh, you think it's a reach? Here's some reminders of where we are today. This is at a Chargers game where human fans are sitting with robotic ones. And we have a plethora of shows showing humans and machinery becoming one. I mean, think about it. The whole theme of The Matrix was to try and get you to question dreams versus reality and to blur the lines of what's artificial from what's natural. So in short, a man named Morpheus, the god of dreams, was on a ship called Nebuchadnezzar, named after a king who had a dream. And in the dream was a statue whose feet was made of iron and clay, which symbolizes man merging with machine. If that's not a subliminal message, I don't know what is. Get in the comments and let me know if you want me to do movie breakdowns or etymology next. Also message me if you want to learn how to grow your TikTok to 10K within 5 months. Once seen, it can't be unseen. And in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Y'all get in them comment sections right now. Let me know what y'all think about that clip right now down below. That's kind of crazy. They tripping. Man, y'all think that's coincidence or not?
Prince was trying to tell us something before he died.
When I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing and you didn't know why.
Now come on, man, this is just from heavy air traffic, you know, there has to be some sort of airport nearby. These streaks in the sky are caused by the water vapor in the airplane's engine, and the low temperature causes ice crystals. It's not like they could just turn it off or... Okay, I don't know what that was about, but this is testing the weight limits of the planes, right, for passengers. And no, those aren't hoses hooking up to anything. Yeah, they're just testing the planes, guys. Now that's how they do their little writing in the sky, you know what I'm saying? It's just a crazy conspiracy.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
Stay weird, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
You want to know what happens when you go down the conspiracy theory rabbit holes? You find out some stuff that's really grieving. They've had free electricity for over 100 years and haven't told people because they've suppressed it. The government has literally captured the patents so that other people can't reproduce it. It's that bad. Once you learn the political corruption, you start going, well, what else? It never ends. Like if you knew that there's medicine that doesn't have side effects that can actually heal you, you would no longer be a customer. If you knew that there's free electricity, you would no longer be a customer. If you knew that certain foods are poisoning you and causing you to get on the hamster wheel of needing medication that doesn't actually heal you, that you would no longer be a customer. Everything is about sucking stuff out of you. You know the movie The Matrix where everybody's hooked up to thing, bro? Like, I'm not trying to be crazy. Bro. But like, it is kind of like that. Like, the more I look, it's everywhere, bro. Once you start to see the fence around you everywhere that they've built so that you can only go so far, you start to realize that it truly is a prison planet. It really is. And they're attempting to push it even further. That's why there's a war on information. They don't want the free exchange of ideas because that threatens their stranglehold on your dependence on them. Anyway, have a great Conspiracy Friday or whatever today is.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it make a lot of sense. Y'all let me know.
Google isn't even trying to hide it.
One of the craziest Mandela effects I've ever seen.
Back in the VMAs, Miley Cyrus was hosting VMAs. She was like doing a call out to everybody in the crowd. They're like, oh, we got The Weeknd.
Oh yeah,
we got Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And then one of them, she said, and this was what made headlines.
Yeah.
Where she said, shout out ASAP Rocker.
Travis Scott, no?
No, not Travis Scott.
Okay.
But remember when she said,
ASAP Rocker, yeah.
ASAP Rocker.
Yeah, but
yo.
And then he went like,
yeah, and then ASAP Rocky's like, stop it. So there's a Mandela effect.
What?
With ASAP Rocky. What do you remember?
What he was wearing?
No, not even that. Plot twist, she never said ASAP Rocker.
No.
Yeah, she never said ASAP Rocker.
No.
Everyone from our era, we all remember that shit.
What the fuck did she say then?
Look, listen.
No, that's gotta be AI.
I like your swoop.
The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And they're all cheesed. Remember this?
Yeah.
And ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. She just said ASAP Rocky.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
Hey, man, the boys are crazy as hell, man. Y'all let me know down below in the comment sections. Y'all remember her saying ASAP Rocker or ASAP Rocky, man? Because I definitely remember her saying ASAP Rocky. I might be tripping, though. But shout out to my boy who made this content, though, man. His channel, man, y'all go follow him, show him some love on his YouTube and on his TikTok channel. All the channel shit, for real, because I couldn't do it without him. And I couldn't do it without y'all. Appreciate all the love and support, man. I love y'all. Thank you. Let's get it. Let's continue.
Young Will Smith knew what was going on.
Do you believe in government conspiracies?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm serious.
No, definitely. No, oh my God.
I know I heard you did. Are you serious now?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very serious. You can't tell,
I can't tell, no. I read that you felt that the government was deliberately spraying cold germs in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus. This is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel that?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I'm with Barbara Walters now. Oh, that's a serious one. Okay, so I got to, now, because people are going to chase me after this.
Oh, just like they chased Martin Lawrence?
People are going to chase me. I believe that it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing.
By American agents?
Absolutely.
Will.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
Woo! Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below in the comment section, because that is definitely crazy, man. That was when Will Smith was woke. He was on our side, I guess, huh? I don't know, man. Let me know, though, because it seemed like he was on our side at that time.
I'm telling you right now, something is not right about this eclipse. This is the path that it will take, and it will cross over with the eclipse that we had in 2017, making an X on the country. Now, right there in the crosshairs, right there, is a town called Maconda, Illinois. Let's talk about it. So this is a better look at the direct path of totality that the solar eclipse will take. Right there by Carbondale, where the X meets, is Maconda. Just as a fun fact for Shiggles, this has never happened in the United States. We have never had two solar eclipse paths cross over on one town. So this is a pretty big fucking deal. Maconda really isn't that big of a deal. It has a population of like 500 people, and it's known as a hippie town in Illinois. Now, what I did find interesting is that there is a giant city-state park inside of Maconda. Are we waking up giants? Now, Maconda translated to South African means little ones. Are we the little ones and they're the big ones coming when the eclipse happens? Now, maybe I'm wilding out. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's nothing to this. But if I am just wilding out and there is nothing to this, why have they already predicted a historical chance of cloud coverage on the day of the solar eclipse? Since when did they predict cloud coverage 2 months in advance? That shit's suspicious. The fact that this hasn't ever happened before is suspicious. The fact that there is a giant city-state park right outside Suwannee National Forest, which is known for Bigfoot sightings, is suspicious. So are the clouds a attempt to hide the eclipse from us so that we don't see what happens in the shadows? Because let me remind you, this total solar eclipse will last for 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
These are 4 movies that expose the truth about reality. They always put the truth in plain sight, and especially movies. So watch to the very end to see which movie has the most truth in it. For number 1, we got They Live. This movie is about a man that was able to put on shades and see life for what it truly was. This also represents waking up and seeing the world for what it actually is. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is true but scary at the same time. Leave a like on this video if you already feel like you're wearing these glasses. And you know I had to include The Matrix. This movie reveals that most people are living in a false reality full of lies and control. And everybody can either wake up to the truth or stay asleep. But if you decide to wake up, you'll see how corrupt the world truly is. And most people don't even know.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
This movie also talks about being the chosen one, because all the chosen ones are different and have special gifts. Comment chosen if you feel like you're the chosen one. Next, y'all, we got Avatar. First, it reveals the concept of traveling to different worlds and taking the form of an avatar. And you do the exact same thing every time you dream, and if you look in the mirror, you are your own avatar that you customize every single day. Now, the director of this movie said that your imagination creates reality. So the world that he created was an example of how powerful your imagination is. And since he brought it to reality, that proves that you can do the same thing. And last but not least, y'all, we got Doctor Strange. This movie shares the importance of going within yourself to unlock your full potential. And separating from your ego was the key to unlocking this potential. But not everybody believes that it's there.
There is no such thing as spirit.
But once you open your mind and tap in with yourself, you realize how powerful you truly are. And that's when you become aware to all the possibilities life has to offer. Comment your favorite movie down below and follow me for more. Y'all stay conscious.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that down below.
What the fuck? No, it's bullshit. It's a hoax. It's like that time in Hawaii. They're gonna text in like a minute with the retraction.
Oh, the time in Hawaii, huh?
Oh. Hi, Daddy. How's Hong Kong? Oh, listen. You know what? We have a terrible connection. I'll call you after I'm done.
Just shut up and listen. The missile alert is real. In less than an hour, Los Angeles is going to be an empty crater.
Hey, Daddy, you're scaring me.
We will initiate the test message that goes to cellular phones. That will cause phones to ring, very similar to if you have ever received a flash flood or an Amber Alert that also came through the same system. That's the wireless emergency alert system. So the phones will, they buzz very loudly. They sound very similar. The sound that comes out is very similar to what you're used to hearing on the emergency alert system at the beginning of alerts that are broadcast on radio and television. The message, the text of the message will display right on the home screen or on the middle of the screen of the cell phone. At the top of that, there will be a banner that will say Presidential Alert. That's the category of the type of alert that we're allowed to send nationwide. And then the text of the message will say test. This is only a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System, and no action is needed. There was concern that Americans weren't necessarily watching radio and TV, especially in the evenings maybe. The new technology of the cellular phones was just coming online, and it was suggested that we figure out a way to be also be able to send alerts to cellular phones and all other devices as they come online.
I know y'all remember that alert last year. Man, shit just got real quick, man. I definitely got to see what movie that is. If y'all know what movie that is, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. For real, man. Don't let me down. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. That's crazy. What would y'all do in them circumstances, in that situation?
That I'm about to share, and they no longer have to be buried deep in the archives. And for the beginning of these photos, I want to focus on the main theme. The theme being that the building is completed, and they are simply putting scaffolding around the buildings. In my opinion, they are painting these buildings white so that they look brand new, when in reality, they are old and from the past civilization. Here we are told is the government building in the Philippine Exposition. We can zoom in on these guys, and of course they're not doing anything productive. You would think that they could build a better ladder compared to what they supposedly built right next to them. And again, let's switch over to this one, where we are told that this is a construction photo when it's clearly completed. The only construction going on here is the scaffolding. Again and again. People just standing there looking so odd. And it almost looks like they just have a kid here. I mean, look at the detail on top of the columns. It's unbelievable. And I believe that I was correct when I said that they were just painting these buildings. They are not constructing anything. Now let's look down here at the bottom right hand side of this photo. It says right here that these are painters and decorators. They are not building anything like the description says for these photos. And they needed a place to live on site because they were painting all of these old world buildings. They were going to be there for a while. The buildings lasted forever. The paint did not. So they needed to get a fresh coat of paint on there. But when you look at the description of the photo, it says that it's a photo during its construction. So they are clearly lying. Painting is not constructing. It's painting. Two different, completely separate jobs. So these are all from the St. Louis World's Fair that we showed in the intro. The dates are from 1803. not 1903, and it had a mud flood that ripped through the interior of these buildings. So let's take a look at this building from St. Louis. And this is founded and renamed the Varied Industries Building. This is another completion photo that they're trying to say is a construction photo. And I want to zoom in on the top of this building. Can you believe the tech that is on the top of this thing? It's incredible. We have shown the airships in episode 48 and how they connected these flying crafts to the top of these buildings and used them as charging docks. And to be clear, I don't think that the past civilization was limited to just these airships that we have photos of. I think that they had much more powerful vehicles. But let's get back to these photos. Skeptics have said these buildings were just made of wood and very easily constructed, and then that's why they knocked them down. No, the only wood that was being used in this project is for the scaffolding to paint the old world buildings white. The lumber is for the scaffolding, not the actual building. Let's make that very clear. If you've ever gone to one of these buildings, the pillars are pure marble. They're not wood. You can use the Field Museum as an example, located in Chicago. And now here we have another incredible construction photo, where for some reason, there isn't much construction going on, just a building with more scaffolding. So my question is, how have they gotten away with this nonsense for so long? That is not construction. I can clearly see that the building is done. Just because someone put a ladder in front of it doesn't mean this is being constructed. This is the process that painters use. Any painter will confirm this. And also imagine carrying these materials up that scaffolding. If this was really a construction photo, it would be impossible and very embarrassing because nobody would be able to do it. Does anyone see a crane anywhere? No. Once you know, you know. You don't go back to believing in the lies because they are ridiculous. We have more tech in the background here. There are two of them actually. And here we have a bunch of people that found this building. Let's take a second and look at the size of this thing. This was the Palace of Electricity. Could you imagine this being constructed today? This thing is unbelievable. And remember, there were so many of these buildings being thrown together in like 2 years supposedly, at the same exact time. Oh, and they are all dated 1803, not 1903. And what happened to the Palace of Electricity? We were told that these buildings were practically worthless, and they ended up in dump sites because they were just made of wood, right? The problem with that is that they are contradicting themselves. The Missouri History Museum states that the construction for the Palace of Electricity and Machinery costed them $412,000, which is the equivalent to $11.48 million today in 2023. So it's practically worthless, or is it 11.4 million? This is the kind of stuff that makes me fully trust the mainstream narrative. I love just knowing deep down that they would never lie to us. It's just really nice to know. I love that they provide us with full logistical details. They never contradict themselves. They go that extra mile to make sure that what we are being told is exactly what happened. Oh, they don't do any of that? No, they don't do any of that. Literally none of it. The title states that this is the Iowa State Pavilion construction. And if you just shut your eyes right now, you can clearly see them right there laying the cornerstone. Okay, you can open your eyes now. This is the master builder down here. And those guys up there were also fully trained on how to build massive palaces. In fact, they are admittedly self-trained, getting a lot of their architecture designs and ideas from working on Abe Lincoln's house. As you can see, they were very busy workers. They got that building done in less than 2 years, ready for the world to see. Temporarily, of course, before knocking it down, so that nobody would ever see it again. And we can't forget to mention that they have painters actually painting this building. 4 of them to be exact. Proving again that these are not construction photos. They are painting photos. And over on the right-hand side of this photo, we can clearly see a construction process happening, putting the scaffolding together with perfection. Just look at that scaffolding architecture. Okay, I'll be done with the sarcasm for today. The mainstream narrative is so ridiculous. It's really hard to not make fun of it at this point. And then we have more painters. He's got his paintbrush in his hand and the paint right there on the scaffolding. So it's pretty clear at this point that these are no longer allowed to be considered construction photos for anyone that ever had a doubt in their mind. Now he's holding up a hat, and that hat says something on it. I wish I knew what it said. Comment below what you think that hat says. All answers are accepted. The guy next to him is also wearing a top hat, which is, of course, if you're going for the productive painter / I still want my style points look, very common for the 1900s. Very impressive. And here we have the United States Fisheries Building during its completion. But I'm going to zoom in on this building on the right-hand side because it's very strange. And we have these creatures' faces on the side of this building, with writing here as well. I can't see exactly what it says, but it definitely doesn't say fisheries building. And then we can see more painters up here on the left-hand side. And here we have a modern fisheries building. Built by us, of course, which won't last forever, unfortunately, because that's the way we construct things. So here we have a fisheries building that is designed by the Greek gods. And we are told that this is a separation of 100 years. But we are evolving and advancing, when in all honesty, that's the complete opposite. More and more people are realizing that the mainstream history that is written down by some random individual that was never even there and is being told what to write is a joke. Anyone that is seriously backing the regurgitated nonsense at this point and is serious about it should be very careful what they hope and believe in, because I have a lot more on the way that is going to rip their history books apart.
Ooh-wee, man, we definitely got to follow him and get to the bottom of this and get some more of that good game from y'all. Go follow him, you know what I'm saying? Show his channel some love, for real, for real. Hey, man, say, man, he was spitting that knowledge, man. And that remind me of the Mud Fossil University and the mud floods of the Tartarian Empire, man. If y'all haven't heard about that, y'all go check out my video, man. I got a Tartarian video. It's called Tartarius. This is Tartarius. Y'all go check it out, for real. Show us some love, and share, run it up. It's a good one, I promise you. Real good one that goes way more into depth about the Tartarians and the Tartarian Empire and the mud flood. But yeah, that makes me think about that. Were those, y'all let me know, do y'all think those buildings were built by us, or do y'all think we found those buildings and refurnished them, you know, and just called them ours? You know, let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. That's crazy. And the hat he said, I think the hat said, don't fall for the boo-boo, man.
Listen to this whole thing.
I know more theology than any human being who has ever lived.
Hold up, y'all pay attention to this. This all, when I said we was building this all from everything we watched from the beginning, check this out and let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Who is behind this? The ones that they said was behind the Matrix and everything. You know, we had the government system and everything like that, but who you think controls them? This boils down to that. Y'all definitely don't want to miss this. If you made it this far,
After that, what? You only feel that way because you're hearing their side of the story, James. A rebellion accomplished something magnificent, something you would never understand.
Well, then explain it to me. Use your
I see what you're doing. That if he could make men disobey, then his fate would mirror ours. And you didn't disappoint. Then came the tares among the wheat. In that moment, spirit became matter, flesh became a vessel. Self-will and self-seeking began a lusting after sin and impurity. And man, created to be king over nature, became its slave. A master, conquered and fettered. And sin brought him and his descendants to us. And we began our forever mission. To destroy you. He made you in his image. But we remade you in ours.
Powerful. Y'all paying attention?
Like for part 2 and repost this, John.
That was powerful, man. Y'all have to understand what's really going on out here, man. That's part of my message right there, man, at the end. Pay attention to what's going on with y'all. Like you say, we have to be vigilant and have discernment, man, of what's going on out here, man. We can't be bamboozled and fall for the boo-boo, man. Hey, stay prayed up, man. And like I say, stay vigilant, man. If y'all made it this far, man, I sure appreciate it. I appreciate you for hanging out with me, man. This was a good one. I'll catch y'all next video. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell before you get up out of here so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss, y'all. It's your boy Koozie. I'm out. Y'all take it.